Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Chris, Sabrina, Jessica, Felicia Rose. It's so good to see you all.
Hello, y'all have me concerned there because your meeting thing you said it doesn't start till 5 on the bottom of the screen.
Hmm,
Yeah, so I literally just looked at the email because I was like, man, but we're good.
we're good. We're good. And you all are amazing superstars because you've been reaching out to your mentees already, and they're so excited.
Yeah,
Hi.
I reached out the other
Crystal,
day.
hey.
Yeah, I emailed mine as soon as I heard, and I told her stuff so she can calm her nerves and all
Oh, I'm
that stuff.
so
So,
glad. We're going to talk all about this. Chris, were you going to say something?
I was just gonna say I reached out to mine the other day. Yes, I actually I took almost a month off vacation and I came away momentarily to come down to Boston to see you guys. And then when I got back to Maine, I went right back into vacation. So my email was completely overloaded by the time I read yours. I'll get
Totally
in
get
touch with
it.
her.
Totally get it. Well, they are super excited, and we'll be heading to Salt Lake City on Monday. So they're going to do like a little. You all were our guinea pigs in terms of doing a hybrid session where we started in person, we did hybrid, and then or we did virtual, and then we met in person in Boston. We are going to switch this up and do them completely all immersed in like a boot camp style. So they are super nervous. Some, haven't flown on airplanes before, haven't left their state before. So I'm really grateful to you all for just kind of connecting with them in advance and being just a friendly face, a friendly voice, someone who's been there, done that, who can share your experience.
Hey, well, good for them. So, will they do any advocating in Salt Lake City then?
They are going up to not to the level you did because they're not going to be within their own states, but they are going to Utah State Capitol to
Oh,
do their,
good.
yeah, and they're meeting with Representative Ray Ward up there, who is responsible for nixing any Medicaid cuts in the state of Utah. So they're going to meet with Ray Ward and do their sort of their elevator pitch, and he's going to talk with them about why advocacy is important. They're going to tour that capital. A little different, because they're not in their home state, but yes.
Are they going to Capitol Hill too? Are they going to Hill Day?
So they will have the opportunity to do that if they want, yes, but it's not included in part of their program. Their program is this inclusive, sort of experience. So yeah. So I sent you a document and then I realized, oh, that was the one that wasn't the completed document. So I sent you the one. I have so many documents going right now. I sent you the correct one just a few moments ago. So that is sort of like your general toolbox for sort of guiding these conversations with your mentees. But I really want to this is meant to be organic and friendly and whatever, you and your mentee sort of feel is going to work the best. Um, so let's start with tell me about your initial conversations. Those of you who've already connected, tell me how those have gone.
I reached out to the person. I just sent them an email. I kind of told them about like who I am, my role as a DSP, and like that I'm in school too. Um, and I told them about like things that I like, oh, I like watching TV and I like photography. And then I asked them just about themselves, and they responded also. Um, and they sent like a long message, so I was very happy about that. And they just told me about what they do and like yeah.
Anyone else? How was your first interaction?
Yeah. And mine started with just an email to my person and just, introducing myself. And as it turns out, they're also a residential DSP. So our schedules are pretty busy, but we got a chance to chat for a bit on Monday. Kind of like you mentioned, there's a lot of fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
I spent a little bit of time just kind of reassuring and telling him about my experiences and just kind of getting him a little bit excited about this and what's to come. So, and then we talked about the weather in Salt Lake. So, um,
Yeah. And
It's easy.
your ambassador is in Alaska too, which is kind of cool.
Yes, yeah, it's really nice on that. So same
Yeah.
time zone.
I know, which that was lucky.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, yeah. So I'm hoping that, when they get back, then we can meet up for coffee or whatnot, and I can hear more about um what Salt Lake looked like. So good.
Yeah. Good. I'm so glad it was a good initial conversation. Anyone else want to share?
Hi.
Hey,
Had
Liz.
to I had to leave the meeting because I my video wasn't connecting and I'm on my phone. So
Oh, this is
I
so
just
informal. No
I
worries.
left no, but I left and came back because I'm like, I actually don't look that bad today. I don't mind being seen. Um, I reached out to mine on Monday, and I haven't heard anything back. I don't have a phone number for her, but I just kind of said, where I work, I'm south of Denver, she's north of Denver. So I just kind of said what I do. And I said, if you're feeling like me, you're probably really excited, but also feeling a little bit nervous. And I said, just lean in, learn, ask questions, and just kind of said, here's what my schedule looks like. When would be a good time to connect? Um, I am actually out next week. So I was going to follow up either tomorrow or probably when I'm back.
Okay.
They could also be gone. I know somebody else who works for that organization. So I was maybe going to touch base with her, um, and see if she knows this person and if maybe I could get, or maybe I could talk to you and maybe get other contact
Yeah,
information.
we can
So,
definitely connect after and I can try to, connect you all
okay.
together, like
Okay.
just through me to make that happen. It's
Okay.
not, I mean, if you all don't connect until after, they get back from Salt, it's again, this
Right.
is so informal, so that's fine too,
Okay.
but
When did they go to Salt Lake?
they go
It's
on, they
this
leave,
week, right?
yeah, yeah,
Or
coming
next
up.
week?
Yeah, they leave their initial welcome reception, like you all met at the Double. They are going to meet at a place called Strap Tank Brewery up in Salt Lake. So they'll be all together. They're coming in Sunday or Monday, just depending on their flights, or a
Okay.
couple of them are driving. So but again, super nervous. And we're going to be talking. Our first session is the same as your first session was. So it's all about, telling your story and like finding that one story that's like the one that you can turn into an advocacy tool. So if you connect with them before they leave, or you just want to send a little note to them about encouraging them, on their story, that would be great. Jordan had a very cool thing that just happened that he texted me and I have to have him share. This is super cool. Jordan, thanks for
Hey
hopping on.
guys, what's up, gang?
Only it's
So
only been a month.
I
I
know, isn't
know.
it? It's crazy. That's crazy. So I was just at the IARF. If you guys know Josh Evans, anyone in here from Illinois, but Josh Evans is like the CEO of IARF, and they just had an advocacy day down here in Springfield. And so I was sent by my organization and I went down there. And I think like a week ago, I had emailed Sean and Robin. I was like, hey, like I reached out to my mentee and I still haven't heard anything back from him yet. And they were like, it's okay. Like he's kind of slow to respond to emails, but just, just have hope. He'll reach out to you. So then today, actually, like it's been a week since that. And I was like, gosh, I still haven't heard from him. I'm going to send another email to Sean and Robin. And then I'm at like this IR thing and I'm like looking at like the name tags lists on like the welcome desk and I see his name and I was like, oh my gosh. And then I saw someone from his organization and I like quickly told them like, hey, I'm like, I was in the DSP ambassador program. I was like assigned to be his mentor. Is he going to be here? They're like, yeah, he's right over there. And so, like, then we actually got to meet and see each other and get to know each other a little bit. So, yeah, I didn't even have to worry about him responding to the email because I got to meet him in person. So,
How
Cool.
cool is that?
Oh,
I love that.
yeah,
Has
yeah.
anyone else
So,
reached out to their mentee and not heard back?
I
Me?
reached
Okay.
out and I did not hear back either.
Okay.
So I
Let me take
actually,
some notes. Okay.
okay.
I reached out too, but full disclosure, I reached out like an hour and a half ago.
slacker. I'm just kidding. This is not okay. So
It's
Felicia and Crystal, remind me who yours is. I don't have my list right in front of me.
Oh, hold
It's
on.
oh, hold on. I can pull it up. I can pull it
I
up. And then
I want to say Brittany, but then I also feel like that might not be right.
okay, hold on a sec. Let me pull my list. Give me one sec. And Misty, do you know yours off the top of your head?
Jeff is Jeff.
Jeff. Oh, and Jeff has been pretty engaged. Okay, I'll follow up with Jeff.
And I'm just checking my email again because I haven't checked that email.
All right, Crystal, you have Crystal.
Is it Brittany? Is it Brittany?
It's Whitney. Whitney.
Whitney. I know I wasn't that far off. Okay.
Okay, so Misty, I'll connect you with Jeff, and then Crystal with Whitney, and then Liz, you've got Lucy from, and I had a really nice, she missed training, like her orientation, and was like all super bummed about it. So I did a whole separate orientation with her, and we talked about you. So I'm surprised that. So I'll make sure you get connected. And Felicia, you're with
Brenna. Hold
you
on,
are
let
with
me.
Brenna. Yeah.
Okay.
Brenna, who's from Journeys. Okay.
I wonder too if the emails just go to junk.
I just checked my junk and I didn't have one for mine.
Oh, well, I meant our emails went to their junk.
Oh, that could be too.
I want to point out now that you said that, mine actually got back to me saying that that's where my email went to in her inbox. And the only reason she saw it was because she was cleaning it out.
Oh, so when we see these guys in Salt Lake, I mean, I'll email the ones you've all flagged for me, Brenna, Whitney, Jeff, and Lucy. I'll email them and let them know that, we all met and that they should have an email from you. But I will alert everyone to just kind of look into their spam just in case.
So I told mine that if you just add my email address to her email account book, it'll never go to trash again.
That's perfect. And I mean, who knows? Maybe texting's better. This is again meant for you all. I mean, you don't have to just email back and forth. You can Zoom. Some of you all, I think, sound like you're within driving distance to be able to maybe hook up once or twice for a coffee or something.
I think Whitney
I got the
is
number.
driving.
Oh, sorry, Crystal.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry, Jordan. I think Whitney's within driving distance if she's at the location that I'm thinking of.
Okay,
so I threw that out there too. Like we were not far.
Good. And Jordan, what were you going to say?
I said I got DeSharon's number today because I feel like that's just way more like a better form of communication than because like some people don't check emails all the time, or like you said, they go to junk. So if you can try to get that number ASAP.
I totally would agree with that, Jordan. I don't think, you all know you're not, sitting in a desk looking at your email all day long. So, once you connect for our initial time, maybe cell phones might be the best way. And I did try my best to connect you with people that were close enough to you, or at least, I mean, in some cases, at least in the same time zone. It wasn't
close enough. Virginia's quite a ride from me.
I mean, I did. It's in the same time zone. It's in the same time zone.
Okay, time zone. I'll give you that.
I have my antenna, so what can we say? I'm Missouri and I got my antenna, but it is what it is.
Yeah. And I have a couple of y'all who have two people. Jessica, how are yours? Have you? Jessica has two.
Sorry, I have a shared office. Great. I reached out right away and one individual wanted to set up a Zoom. Another one felt she knew everything and didn't feel like she needed to talk. So
interesting.
So that's okay. I said I'd reach back out after they came back, which I have on my calendar to do, and we'll see how things go from there.
Oh my, y'all are so good.
So I did talk with the Diatra, who is at Johnson County Developmental Supports, going through the second part of the program. She and I have already met because she had questions and wanted to discuss things. So I don't know if you've set up mentorship for that group yet.
Not yet. So
Okay.
hopefully you all will be up for having a new mentee, come there. So as I said, this one is like all inclusive in this like this little week. And then you'll continue to connect with them, but then they'll stop. I mean, your mentorship can be as long as you want it to be, but I will recycle and go through and assign people who would be open to another mentee in July because the next group is July through September, and they are kind of like you are. They're both, but they're going to start virtual and they're going to end on Capitol Hill. So, and I'm hoping that you all will stay on as mentors, but then also I'll get a number of people from the Salt Lake City group that want to continue on as mentors too, and then link you all up together.
Okay. So all of our current mentees are going to Salt Lake.
All the ones that you have right now. I didn't want to
Okay.
bombard you with I
Right.
just wanted you to focus on this is a Salt Lake group. And I'm just gonna quickly share this. Y'all have it on email. And again, delete the first one and go to the second one that I sent you because I realized I'd sent you one that we decided to make some edits to. Hang on one sec. Too many things open. Okay.
So will both groups have the opportunity to go to Anchor Connect 27?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Salt Lake City cohort, their program includes all the things out in Salt Lake City. The DC group that's going to be the hybrid like you are, their program will include the Hill Day like your all's did. Then both groups will have the opportunity to go to Anchor Connect. Now, they won't have a special graduation like you all had because Salt Lake group is going to graduate in Salt Lake because they're all going to have all at one point. And then the DC group is going to graduate at the policy summit. So again, we're sort of feeling out what is the best method, what's the best format, what's the best schedule for doing this. And I mean, you all were so amazing. I just feel like it's going to be hard you have big shoes to fill.
We were
So I
the
just
great
have a
group.
question. Are we able to go to 27 to meet some of the people that we mentor?
Yeah, of course. Now, in terms of discounted fees and all that for Anchor Connect, the DSPs always get a reduced rate, and it's always 70% off. So that one is up to you and your organizations, right? But
Right.
I would love to continue to have a large presence of DSPs and DSP ambassadors, attend the conferences. I think it's great.
I'm sorry,
Um,
Robin, what did you say that price was or the
It's
discount
you.
was?
Well, I don't know the price for Anchor Connect, but it's always a discounted rate for DSPs, and it's usually 70% off. Like this year, I think it was around 1,200 or so, or maybe just over 1,000, and you all were 350.
Yeah.
That's every year. That's always that way for DSPs.
I did want to point out, so Sean actually happened to be in Denver the week after Anchor Connect. So I got to have lunch with him, which was really fun. But I mentioned, oh, New Orleans is going to be fun. And we talked about the Omni Hotel in Boston being very nice. And then where he was staying is in Denver is actually where the conference Anchor Connect is going to be in 2027. Also very nice. I just saw the lobby area, but he just said, just so you know, I've been to the New Orleans hotel and it's nice, but it's nothing like the Boston hotel.
Oh my gosh, the Boston hotel was so good.
Yeah.
So did he say which hotel it is in New Orleans? Because I know that my organization is a little over me and they're not going to pay for me to come. So I'm planning on coming by myself. So if I can
I don't know.
early.
I can tell you. I think it's the Sheridan. Hang on, let me just double check myself. Well, you just
he just commented that he had stayed there I don't know 10 years ago or something or 5 years ago, and he said back then I felt like it needed to be remodeled, and he said it hadn't been since then. So
that is 100% correct, and it's the Sheridan. It's the Sheraton in right in the city.
Okay.
Right. And yes, they promised it was going to be renovated. That was part of our contracting. And then they were like, oh, wait, we can't commit to that timeline we gave you.
Yeah.
So I'm sure Sean shared all that with you.
Yeah, it was just a funny, like we were just talking about like that hotel. I was like that space was amazing. We joked about there being no fourth floor.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a joke about a piano. He thought there was a piano in that room and there wasn't anyway, it was funny.
Yeah.
Kind of hear some of the background stuff of the conferences.
Like behind the scenes of like what that conference is it's quite an undertaking for all of us.
Like
we all play our different roles in it.
The site visits and all that. I mean,
Yeah,
that's a lot. So it's kind of cool. Anyway.
Definitely. Okay. I'm going to quickly share this. We don't have to spend a whole lot of time on it because you all are so great and I'm sure you know what you're doing and how to just be a good support person. But this is just a little toolkit that Sean and I put together to kind of help frame out your sessions. Trash or treasure, use it if it's helpful. Don't feel like it's something that you need to use, but it just to sort of helps to frame out your conversations with them. We've got some coaching questions, some coaching tips. We've added in some open-ended sort of reflection questions that if you've got a mentee who's not really forthcoming and who's may think they know it all or may just kind of be introverted, just some questions that you might be some probing type questions. So they're going to start with storytelling just like you did. So if you happen to connect with your mentee before that session, I definitely would encourage these sort of questions. If you connect after, you can do a post. What did you think of that training? What did you learn? You could certainly focus on these questions at all. Either way. We're going to talk about advocacy at the federal level, the state level, and the local level. So those are some good questions you can ask. And then we're going to also kind of talk about career pathways with them, just like we did with you all. And a lot of you all have moved in your organizations. You've been promoted. You've moved to supervisory role. You've stepped up in a lot of ways. You've started a mentor program, an ambassador program within your organization. So I would definitely encourage you all to share those stories, those success stories, to kind of empower your mentee to like make the most of this program. And then some of you all really into this. Crystal, I will brag on you for a second. You have done an incredible job with your professional branding on LinkedIn. I just happen to know Crystal shared a lot with me, but we're going to spend some time with the ambassadors talking about building their personal brand and their professional brand. So definitely would encourage you to have those conversations. If you're into social media, share what you've done. Crystal, created the Facebook page, any sort of, community groups that you've started. I would just encourage you to share those with your mentees as well. Just like your ideas might spark ideas from them and so on. Again, this is just a little toolkit. Trash or treasure, take pieces of it that might be helpful. If you feel like you don't need it and it's just, you got this and you want it to be more organic, that's totally fine too. Any questions about the mentor-mentee program?
Yes. So I wanted to ask it back when you were talking before the toolkit.
Sure.
Now, besides the conferences, because like, don't get me wrong, conferences were bad. But like, I see us being more effective for like Hill Day and Policy Summit. Is that something we still go to?
That is up to your agency.
So like, as long as my agency's okay with that, that's something that DSP can go with. Because I feel like for the advocacy role, that's really where we stuck out. The conference,
I
like
think
I said, was cool, but we didn't do any advocating there,
Yeah, I think it's been really eye-opening to anchor staff and to our membership about how powerful you all are, right? And how effective you were on Capitol Hill. And so I would definitely talk to your agencies, your organizations, and let them know that you want to be a part of this.
Okay, because that piqued my interest more. No offense, but it piqued my interest more than the conferences.
Oh my gosh, it does not. I mean, I'm involved in all of it. In fact, the Policy Summit is something I run from start to finish. So that's more my event than the conferences. So yeah, I love that you want to do Policy Summit.
Yeah, just to chime in, Um, Chris, my organization, like, 'cause I talked to them about that. I said the same thing, and they kind of gave me the option. They were like, you can either go to the conference or the Hill Day, like, just choose whichever one. So I'm going to end up going to the Hill Day, the next one coming up.
So here's a piece of advice I can give you. If you want to go to either one or the both of these, and you want to pitch it to your organization as to why they should invest in this, talk about doing a training. If you invest in me to go here, this is what I'll bring back to the staff. That's a smart way to like, you're not just paying
That's
for me
a
No,
to go
that's
and
a really good
yep,
idea, actually.
yep,
yeah.
it
Right.
is.
I will focus on this and I will bring this training back and I'll help you all build out those trainings. I'm happy to do that. But they've got to have some buy-in. Like, what are they going to get in
Right.
return for investing in you? So make that, be proactive and make that known.
Yeah, that would be really great because I really want to go to the Capitol Hill Day and I wanted to go to Connect, but they said that I couldn't just
I
because they
totally get
needed
it.
me.
Budgets are budgets. I get it.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
but I think that is probably my best advice is pick what you want to do. You know, again, I'll be happy to write up a pitch for you. If you send me to this, this is what I'll bring back.
I definitely want to work on something. I know I touched base with you before, Robin, where um I really would like kind of a committee here at my job. We used to pre-COVID. It sounds like I wasn't here yet. It sounds like they had like an advocacy committee where we had both DSPs as well as the people we support, and I will need some help kind of bringing that back to the table, and then the purpose of it as well as where do we take it from here.
Yeah.
What are some of the goals that we have? So I know but in my new role, whew, so
Yeah.
right now I'm 100% focused on my new role. And yeah, I can't think about that just yet, but I'm hoping within the next 6 months or so.
Well, I am not going anywhere, and I hope you're not going anywhere. So,
Mm-mm.
when you're ready, reach out to me, and I will help you build and design that at least an outline that you can pitch, to your organization. For any of you all, I'm happy to do that.
That would be
We actually,
fantastic because I think I'm going to do that.
Yeah, I am here. I'm
we
happy to. You know that I'm a former educator. Like I can design curriculum. I can totally help you with that.
at our program, part of it is that students who are in student council, they can go to DC and they go to the state capitol and they go advocate. Um, Not really with the DSPs here, but just like on their own, and then with like the teachers, I guess like the professors. And it's honestly a really great opportunity for them as self advocates. They all really like it. So that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
I know here we have some people that go up to our Capitol once a year. They participate in that. I would love to have, a group of people we support that get to go to Hill Day. Oh my gosh, I would love
That
that.
would be amazing.
Mhm.
Could you start
Hmm.
with a group from your organization going up to the Kansas State Capitol?
They already have a group that, like, I'm not really involved in it, but I know that we have some people that go up, and it's kind of like a state thing, and they kind of have hotel spaces and stuff for
Hmm.
people to come up and go to. Um, yeah, so they do that every year already, but there isn't anything formal here at JCDS, as far as like working on things to advocate for.
There's an opportunity there, and I happen to know your CEO.
I know.
Uh, I don't know what they're called in other states. Up here, we have the Alaska Association of Disability Providers. It's an umbrella that I've been lucky enough. We've made the trip to our state capital, I think, the last 4 years under grants that we've received through them. So we've advocated that way. So maybe going that direction, and having yet again the pitch of here's what we want to talk about and advocating for. That may be a direction to try.
Yes, and the grants too. Like I think that we have several people here who write grants for different,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
support needs and stuff. So to be able to say, hey, this is what we want to do and be able to get grants to help pay for some, if not most of it would be, yeah, I would like that's what I want to do.
Yeah. I
So I've
love
been
that.
really involved at the state level and like my state association, and I cannot say enough wonderful things about them. But last week or the week before, I took a group to the Capitol in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and it was good. It was really good. There was over 200 advocates there, and since my organization is so small, I kind of jumped in with the ARC because they're so big, and they're more than welcoming. So maybe, I mean, I don't know the size of your organization, like, but it wouldn't be practical for me to try to organize an advocacy day when I can just partner with like the state association or the ARC of Pennsylvania and just kind of tag along that way.
Chris,
So
that's really great advice. That's really great
yeah,
advice.
that might be helpful too.
And if you need help connecting with your state association, reach out to me. I can help you with that. I love that you guys are so eager to continue to advocate. Like it just warms my heart so much. It's really incredible. You're just an
I
incredible group.
And I don't know if I shared with you guys, I think so probably, but I lost my dad earlier this year to Alzheimer's. And so I was on the Alzheimer's Association emails, and like I saw it, it's always like donate, do the walk, and you're kind of in the thick of it. So, but they did one asking for volunteers and for advocates. And I was like, oh yeah, like I knew exactly what the priorities meant. And, I was able to pull up the bills, and it just made so much sense that it was no problem to just go and do that. So if there's other things that like you guys are passionate about or have been affected by, you can advocate for that too. So just an idea.
I think that's great. And we talked about that when I saw you in April in Boston. It was pretty incredible. And I'm so sorry for your loss. But I love that you are, rising up and turning it into an opportunity as well.
Yeah, and even our congressman, we were asking for a bill for some like research, but he signed on right away and co-sponsored.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, you all. I don't want to keep you because I know you've got things to do, but I also don't want to cut you off. Does anyone else want to share what they've been up to?
Lately, in Missouri, I always feel like when we come together, no one has like we have coffee for change. So I asked my company, is there a way that we can have not only just our company, but multiple companies in Missouri that could do coffee for change, and trying to advocate for that, and trying to have something for DSPs when prevent like burnout, so they have a group session where they can talk, and we can encourage them so they won't be burnt out, and try to see therapy sessions and everything like that.
So all this
Is
amazing
that
stuff you're doing, can you write this up and share it with me? And the reason why I'm asking you to do that is because we want to brag and we want to spread out, but we have
Uh,
at the conference, we had a partners meeting and I actually presented about this program. And we have lots of our partners who are really interested in what y'all are doing and what you're doing post the program. So I would love it if you would just take a few minutes to give me a little paragraph about what you're up to. That would be amazing. Just shoot it to me and
Absolutely.
Sean. Just so they know, I want people to know like this didn't end. Like you didn't just do this program and like bye, now you're done. But you're really continuing on. And so I want our members to know that.
So one other thing that I did, and I don't know how close everyone is, but the DSP of the Year awards that were done, there was one DSP who was super close to me. So I have the whole greenhouse, so it was a little bit different, but I made her a planter and I had a group of participants and myself, and we took it down and delivered it to her just as like an extra, like, congratulations, like, we see you here in Pennsylvania, like, we see you here in our community. And she really liked that. But even if you could just send like a little note, like, hey, I saw you, I was there, like, I'm a DSP ambassador, um, and just like keep supporting those DSPs.
I love that. If you want to do that, Crystal, that's a fabulous idea. If you want to do that, hit me up, send me an email. I will connect you with the
That
DSP of the year
is
in your state.
that's so sweet, Crystal. That's so thoughtful.
Felicia, yours
Yeah.
works for your organization.
She does. She
Yeah.
wasn't able to make it, and
Yeah.
there's some, yeah, but
And Terry's was the DSP of the national DSP of the year, Terry's colleague.
mhm.
That was
Yeah,
very
but
sweet. And so we've celebrated several times since the
Good.
return.
I
So
love that. That's awesome.
I just I just think they would feel so much support coming from another DSP from another organization.
Totally.
So yeah.
Oh my gosh, and Chris, yours is from Three Rivers too. So yeah.
Yes, you reminded me the whole trip down.
Hilarious. All right, you all. Do you feel comfortable with what you're doing with your mentees? Okay.
Of
I am.
course.
Say that again, Terry.
I said, of course, we just, tell them, a lot of cases, a lot of people have problems, talking in front of people. You just have to let them know, just speak from their heart because, you know, I'm gonna be honest, I am a nervous type of person, but when I have something to go off from, that's all it takes. So let them just be comfortable and say what they're passionate about and just let people know that you're here.
That's great advice.
one of the other things that some of the advice I got from a friend of mine is one is definitely speak from the heart. But a buddy of mine is very active in theater. And he said, you can speak all you want. He said, if you flub something, you're the only one that knows. So just keep on moving. Don't worry about missing a word or missing a phrase. Just get the heart out there and you'll be fine.
That's what matters, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, it's your message for sure. That's great advice, y'all. All right, Felicia, I'm going to reach out to Brenna. Crystal, I'm going to reach out to Whitney. Misty, I'm going to reach out to Jeff, and Liz to Lucy and try to do my best to connect you all before they head to Salt Lake. Do you want to reconnect as a mentor group again, even if it's just to like hang out for 30 minutes? Let me know.
I
I'm
think
happy.
that's a good idea because, if we
I second
slumber up,
that.
we can, get some pointers from each other. I believe
Okay.
that's a good idea.
So what
And
about,
also,
oh, go
like,
ahead.
if you shared like a little bit more about Salt Lake City and like,
Yeah,
right, because I know the topics you're going to talk about, but then the feedback that you get,
Mhm.
so that may help us too.
Mhm.
I love that. Okay, so we are going, we'll be there the week of the 18th or the 22nd. How about if we reconnect like mid-June? Is that okay with everyone?
That works for me.
Do we
I feel
like,
like that's a good idea.
yeah, yeah. And even if there's not a whole lot to talk about, we can hang out for 30 minutes and see each other. That's always a plus.
So
Online cocktails. No.
so they'll be there from the 18th
To
until when?
the 22nd, the 21st, 22nd.
22nd. Okay. Okay.
So how about the week of June 8th? I can't do it the week of the June. How about we do Thursday, June 11th at 4 o'clock?
Thursday.
I'm for it.
Because I mean, today's a Thursday at 4 and it works for enough of y'all.
Are Thursdays the only day?
No, we can be totally flexible,
I mean,
Ro.
it's okay. That's just the only day I have to go shadow.
Oh, good. Yeah,
Oh.
that's good. I think it's more than.
Do we
Say
like
that
a
again,
Tuesday?
June what?
Tuesday? Do we like a Tuesday? Tuesday at 4 o'clock?
That works best for me.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
think just the 4 p.m. is good.
Yeah, I'm thinking later on in the day. Okay, cool. I'm gonna do
So-
Tuesday, June 9th at 4 p.m.
And that'll be where are you again? That'll be 3 p.m. for
Oh, I'm
me,
sorry.
right?
I'm Eastern. I'm Florida.
Yeah.
So it'll be Eastern. So for you, Felicia, it'll be your Central, right? It'll be
Yes,
3 p.m.
it'll be 3.
yeah.
Okay, yep, that's perfect.
And not mandatory, but again, just yeah, post. I think that's a great idea, Crystal. Post their experience. You can debrief with them and we can talk through what their experience was like.
Wait, I'm so confused. June 8th? No,
June 9th
we're meeting, but they're going to be in Salt Lake the 18th through the 22nd.
of May.
Yeah, just ignore it all. Just, yeah. Yep.
And we're going to reconnect on the 9th of June. So that's like
Okay.
2 weeks after.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. I am here for you all anytime before then. Just holler.
Yeah.
And I am so grateful for each of you.
Thanks so much, Rob.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Robin.
Robin.
We'll talk to y'all
Bye.
soon. Bye.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.